Welcome back, guys. It's Western Michigan Dynasty here on the channel, and this is our first home game of Season 2. Going to be taking on North Texas in this one, and they come in this one 0-1, and so we pulled off a really big upset last episode, defeating Michigan State, and North Texas, they should be a pushover compared to that, I think, right? Well, we can't really stop the run too much, so we just give them a big run right there to start things off, and then we come back again here, 1st and 10. Now they go through the air. Tight throw right there. They're able to complete that one. Then they come back again, another 1st and 10. Going to be a delayed handoff, and they just have blockers, and we give up a bunch of yards again. I mean, it's just kind of how things keep going for us when it comes to running the football. 3rd and 6, though, they're able to pass, and we're able to pick that one off. Get that one picked off in the end zone. Number 22, I believe that's Omar Daniels. I could be wrong on that. Yes, it is Omar Daniels getting that interception. The senior just leaping out. I don't know if that would have been complete even if he didn't pick that one off. So we come back here, Darren Umadu, little screenplay here. This is the first game I played post-patch, and they said defensive linemen are supposed to sniff out screenplays a little bit more. I have not noticed that at all. So I don't know, maybe if you like run them like back-to-back plays, they'll sniff that out a little bit more as we pick up the first down on a run right there. So maybe that's kind of what it is, but I did not notice anything there with them picking up screenplays faster. Able to get the run here with Darren Umadu. I love that dynamic he gives us. 3rd and 1 here, though. Going to run this one. Can't pick up the first down. 4th and 3 now coming up. You know me, I'm going to go for it. And then we get some bumping there, and Triangle runs the completely wrong route. He ends up running more of a screen. That was supposed to be a drag. So he ends up running the wrong route for us. 3rd and 5. We pick that one off. It's Isaiah Paul picking that one off. The junior getting the interception. So North Texas's first 2 drives end with interceptions. So not too good for them. Good for us, technically, kinda, but even if we score a touchdown here, we'll only, have 7 points after 2 drives, and that's not good, I don't think. So that's Jordan Parker. Whoever that receiver was, I'm already forgetting the guy's name. Look at that throw right there, just rifled that one in there. But yeah, that guy got benched for running the wrong route right there. 2nd quarter now. And on the run here, maybe we do have the running back right here. Maybe had square right there. 4th and goal. We're going to come up just short, and you know me. I'm going to go for this, honestly. And this is going to be a simple handoff to Jamal Haley, and we get a touchdown. Just like that. Super easy stuff. At times, I probably make bad decisions when it comes to play calling. But I think sometimes I make some good calls when it comes to play calling. On offense, at least, not defensively, because I'm definitely not calling anything to stop this running attack. 3rd and 4 now. North Texas throws this one. Going to pick it up here, and going to break a tackle and get all the way down to the 5. So going to come back here, 1st and goal. A little bit of a jet pass here, and I completely whiff on the hit stick, and in for the touchdown goes North Texas. I wish they would have the guy's name on the little score bug. They do that for pick sixes, where they'll give you the name and say touchdown, but they don't do that for offensive touchdowns for some reason. It feels like kind of a oversight to me. So we come back again here, and we're going to throw this football up here to Anamaner. I hope that's how you, I think that sounds like how you pronounce it, Anamaner. I don't think it's A.O. Manor, but either way, he gets his first touchdown with Western Michigan, with the Broncos, and that is Darren Umadu's first passing touchdown as a Bronco. So, really nice stuff right there. See me playing a little bit of covers here with JD Campanaro. 2nd and 22 coming up here. And we're playing some nice coverage here. And we picked that one off. That's a user pick right there. And I'm not going to steal Bengals' gimmick with easy reads, but that was a pretty good read right there by me. I think I'm getting better at using linebackers and stuff in this game. I did get an interception last season using a linebacker. And then 4th and 5 coming up here. I'm not punting the football, dude. Like, what do you really thought I was going to punt the football right there? We're going for this here. Tight throw, too. Not even like I didn't even have this great play call where I had someone wide open, unless I missed it during the read. But, yeah, Bosama now, big play, big game, and he takes a big hit, and we give up the fumble right there. We give up the football. That's not good. At the very least, a field goal out of that trip would have been nice. But here comes North Texas, and we were able to get a sack right there. Charles Chester Stallings. He played it for us a little bit last year, late in the year, but able to get a sack right there. He's been pretty effective for us so far these first 2 games of this season. So, third quarter now, moving the football again. We're going to go back to Bosama. You know what I mean? He has a bunch of receptions so far in this game. Blake Bosama. So, we're playing good. And then we get a false start. Thanks. Thanks, asshole. I guess that's my fault for, like, hot routing with, like, 3 seconds left on the clock, but still, it's like, I really don't appreciate that. But either way, we're able to come back, and we get all of that back, and then some more with Blake Bosama, who's having a really good game here, and he is turning into a really nice tight end for us. I forget if he's a junior or senior, but might be a senior. That's why I kind of recruited all these tight ends, and then this is what we could not do this last year. Right, that would have been a sack with Hayden Wolf. We would have been sacked. We would have lost a bunch of yards. But there, we can actually get outside the pocket, escape, and, you know, pick up some yards and actually turn that negative play, that busted play, into a positive play. And that's kind of why I like having mobile quarterbacks. A little late on that read. I probably should have made that on that one right there. If I made that just like a hair quicker, probably could have ran in for a touchdown, but either way, it's fine. We're just going to go right back on the ground, and we are picking up first downs right here. And then we come back again, delayed handoff here to Jalen Buckley, and he goes in for the score. Touchdown, Broncos again. And we're in pretty good control of this football game right now. Able to run the football, able to, you know, pass the football pretty effectively. Can we play some defense? We've gotten some interceptions. Are we going to get any more? And that is just a great catch right there by the receiver. Not much I could do. I mean, that was good defense. It's just, you know, better offense. You know, kind of annoying, personally. I would have liked someone to smack that ball down, but it is what it is. So North Texas trying to stay in this football game, trying to get back into a little jet pass cheese here. I'm recording this after the first Saturday of full college football action, week 1. Saw plenty of jet passes, saw plenty of bad tackles. So for anyone saying this game's too unrealistic, I would say actually just watch some games and you'll see it's not that unrealistic, honestly. outside like the normal EA stuff that we all deal with, but I don't think it's that unrealistic. And they're going hurry up here. I hate playing teams that go hurry up. I get really annoyed. And oh, I wish that was a run play because I had that sniffed out perfectly. I wish that running back went on a route because we were going to come in there. We were going to crush the quarterback. And they get a touchdown. So they are now trailing by 1 possession here, which means we got to go back down. We got to score. Now that fumble by Bosama comes up a little bit more, means a little. It's definitely not as good, and then we're going to throw our first interception with Darren Umadu here, and it is going to be a pick 6. I wonder how many people's first interceptions are pick 6s, honestly. It feels like every year there's always some quarterback making their debut, and their first throw is like a pick 6. So not ideal right there for us. Umadu, we're going to go over the top of the defense to close out this third quarter. We're going to find A.O. Manor, touchdown, big strike play like that, and I was worried that we weren't going to have that dynamic to our offense, but I think those words can be put to rest right there. Deep strike right there, and that's what I liked about Umadu. That's why I kind of focused on recruiting him so much as support from other quarterbacks, because he had that mix of good strength and good speed in terms of, you know, the arm strength was there. He was able to be mobile. I like all that stuff. Other quarterbacks, not so much, don't have that as much. But that's mostly because, and this is Umadu even post the patch where they kind of nerfed the scrambling quarterbacks being kind of so cheesy. So 3rd and 9 here. We still have the lead, and they just throw that one out of bounds. 4th and 9 coming up now. So now the goal here is to just try to run out clock, try to get another score, and make it a 2-possession football game. So we're just taking clock. You're in I formation. This is another formation that I added to this playbook for situations like this, right? When we just want to run the football out here, and, you know, are there times when I should probably be running the football more? Yeah, but I like throwing the football too. You know, so yeah, we're just running this football down their throats now. 1st and 10 here at the 14. We get outside a little bit here, try cutting it back inside, because I'm thinking if I'm going to have to kick a field goal, I want this ball centered. So 2nd and 2 here. We get in to first and goal here at the 3. So now we're going to come back here and going to just throw this football away because we're getting run down right there. So we're going to come back again here. Shotgun formation, looking in, and I throw an interception right there. Yeah, that's just a bad read by me. I could have swore I saw that linebacker kind of hard kind of go one way, and then he was able to cut. I always get so confused by that, you know, because it looks like guys are going one way, right? So you're not really because when you were usering, you don't really have the ability to kind of do that zigzag back an opposite direction, but I always forget the CPU will always have that ability in these games. So now North Texas going to drive down the field. At worst, they can only tie up this football game, and that should have been intercepted in my opinion, and that's just a bad throw right there, and I almost consider that a drop. You know, you drop a pick, give up 6 in my opinion, and there it is right there. We give up 6. And this honky wants to hit the gritty on us, so I'm not too pleased with that. So now we get the football back. 2 minutes left, and we're going to get sacked right there. Not ideal. 2nd and 12 coming up. 2-minute warning. We're going to come back again. And going to try to step up in the pocket. We had triangle open if we just had enough time. So now they're sending heat here. So 3rd and 16 now. And I'm going to try to throw this over the top, and Animaner could not beat his man. I'm going for it, 4th and 16. I know that seems like a really bad idea, but we have a wide open tight end right there because we're able to get outside the pocket, so we're able to make that passing lane a lot more manageable than it would have been if we were, you know, just a statue in the pocket. That's why I went out and got Umaru. So I could have took Bosama again, but we're able to just get out of bounds here, pick up the first down with our legs, and keep driving here. We're in field goal range now at this point. Umaru on the run, gonna throw this one here. I could have ran out of bounds. This annoyed me because then it just bleeds a bunch of time off the clock, and then they're walking to the line really slowly. I hate the slow walk to the line animation that we get at certain times. I know they're trying to be like cinematic. We kick this field goal, it should win the game. Nope, it's too far to the whatever. Too far to the left, I guess. I get really annoyed with this kick meter. And it's not necessarily the meter. It's kind of like the aiming reticle pisses me off because it feels like it's too wide at the top, at the tip. Just give me like a straight line thing so I know where the hell I'm kicking the football, honestly. Yeah, so we get to overtime, and this could be like an all-time just choke job by us, honestly. So that's what I'm like. At this point, I'm raging a little bit here, but you know, I'm keeping my I'm keeping the composure here, and you know, so we're just gonna run this football. We're gonna give this ball to Jamal Haley, and we're gonna try to get this win here on the ground. Hand it off to Haley again. He walks right in for the score. Touchdown, Jamal Haley. And he's talking some trash to these bums from North Texas. I love it. So now North Texas, it's gonna get their turn here, and you know, I probably should have been running the football the entire game, but, you know, I got to get stats for my quarterback because I think that affects his upgrade path. So we get a sack right there. Gus Weiler brings him down. Now Campanaro is able to, and that pissed me off right here. That's why does the CPU get to always make those kind of rebounding catches, yet we can't? That pisses me off. And then we get a sack right there, 4th and 13. And so all we have to do here is play coverage, and we win the game. And I make the mistake here of calling man defense, honestly. I probably should. This is where you should just be. I should just be in zone, and you know, instead of, you know, asking my guys to play man coverage. I know damn well they're not quick enough to play man coverage in a tight situation like that. They fumble the football, and they're able to fall on the fumble, so they're just getting all the breaks here. I was pissed right here. I'm gonna be honest. It's a good thing I don't do live commentaries. Also, one, because I'd be bad. This scored a touchdown. It's a good thing I don't do live commentaries. One, I'd be bad at it. But also, two, because I would be swearing and the video would get demonetized for swearing. So we're able to make a nice play there with Campanaro. Able to upend their running back. 2nd and 8 now. Now we're playing with a different running back. We knocked that one down. 3rd and 8 here. So they just need to go for a field goal. If we don't get a field goal on our go. And look at that play right there. Try going for the pick, but we're able to dislodge that football. At times, people, it's a good thing to user your linebackers, and they're going to miss that field goal. So I think that means we could win with a field goal. I'm not 100% sure on that end. That does not go where we need it to. Try to get that to Anna Manor and could not get it. So now 2nd and 14. We're just going to take the underneath here to Bosama. Just going to try to center this in case we do kick a field goal. I don't know if they would get the ball back and they would get to attempt it. I'm not 100% on college football overtime rules, honestly, because I know they've changed them recently. But either way, 1st and 10 here. Now a handoff here to Haley. Going to pick up some big yards right there. So we are centered at this point. Going to try to keep it that way. And we're going to come back again. We're going to hand the ball off to him once again. And he just kind of jumps off a guy. He feels like has a lot more juice this season than he did even last season, which I love. And we go in for the score. Touchdown, Western Michigan. Don't have to even think about a field goal because that's going to end it right there. We win this one 41-35 in overtime. I will take it. Should not have went to overtime, honestly. A couple bad interceptions by me, but Jamal Haley, 110 rushing yards, 3 touchdowns on the day for him. And that's why it was so important. That's why to me it was so important to make sure that he stayed here. Don't know if we'll have him next season, which is why we are recruiting some other running backs. Darren Umadu, 34-47, almost 400 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Both of those are just kind of bad reads on me. But either way, he still played a really good game, I thought. Still happy with him. 4 rushing touchdowns on the day. You know, just a big rushing day in general, honestly, for us. And just having that quarterback to have that dynamic. And Blake Bosama is a senior, so this is the last year we're going to have him. But there's Alec Aomanor, and 5 receptions, 108 yards, 2 receiving touchdowns. Jordan Parker played really well for us as well. I believe it was Meredith was the receiver who got benched, but Parker played really well for us as kind of that third receiver. Was able to play in the slot and had a lot of success. So we'll have to remember that as we move forward this season. Able to get some sacks here. Chester Stallings, 2.5. Dalton Gust Weiler with 1, and then Moss and Walker with each half. They each shared a sack with each other. 3 interceptions, JD Campanero. One of those, that's mine. And then the CPU got these other 2, which I very much appreciate the CPU picking the ball off for me every now and then. I'm a big fan of when they do that. Not a fan when they whiff on him, honestly, but either way, MAC Defensive Player of the Week is Chester Stallings. 2 sacks, 2 tackles, 3 tackles for loss, it looks like, as well. So he had a very big game for us. Really good stuff, honestly. Really happy to see that. And yeah, so now what we have to focus on again is some coach skills here. We have 10 points to spend. And I thought, do I want to spend more in recruiting? Do I want to spend more in motivator? But I kind of want to spend a little bit here in tactician. Want to start getting because I don't think we really have a tactician on our staff. So these are things that I'm going to have to focus on for right now. And looking around here, cross training. I think cross training is kind of one of the worst ones you can do. That's like one of the last ones you should do is cross training. You shouldn't do it when you have these other ones that are a lot more important to work on. And that's going to be linebacker boost to pursuit and play rec and boost to man and zone coverages. So tier 3 looks really good. So does tier 2. Tier 1 for all these things are just like whatever. Like boost to finesse move and block shedding. It's like I don't really blitz with them too often. So now we are at a point with some of these recruits where they have reached their top 5. We come here to David Iwu from Traverse City. And looking around here, we don't have enough hours to do hard sell for him, but we do have potentially a pitch here that meets all 3 of those green checks, and all of those checks are A's. One's an A minus, one's an A, and one is an A plus. So you'll see it. What I'm actually going to do is I'm going to come back in here and for him, and I'm going to clear up enough hours here by doing soft sells. We clear up enough hours from going from friends and family to soft sell where we have enough hours actually where we can actually hard sell for David Iwu. And for when you have guys who have that many checks and they're all A's, you definitely want to hard sell instead. So that's something that we're going to do. We're going to come back here. We got the 40 hours and we're just going to hard. I always forget where the pitches are too. Yeah, I should know where they are at this point, but yeah, time to get to work for him. 40 hours. That's going to be a hard sell right there. And again, makes a lot of sense. You know, 88 speed is not too bad, honestly. And he looks like a good route runner. Here's Henry Williams, the 4-star gem linebacker. And we are going to schedule a visit here, because you get a really big boost for visits. And Wisconsin is probably going to do a visit with him very soon. By the time we get to that visit, he should be in his top 3. So that should be just enough, I think, to potentially give us enough. I don't want to say sway him, but that should get us enough points to where we should be able to kind of hold off Wisconsin and get that win in that recruiting battle and bring in a 4-star gem. Being able to beat Wisconsin for something like that would be pretty big for us, I think, honestly. It would be a really big recruiting battle for us to win. So that's what I want to do. So when we come back next episode, we're going to be taking on number 15, Arizona. This is our first time playing a ranked opponent. We did end last season ranked, but that's us, not who we played. So number 15, Arizona on the road. This is not a game I want scheduled, but the CPU didn't let me make a schedule, so we're taking on number 15, Arizona. So let's try to get a ranked win. Let's try to get a ranked upset here. So if you enjoyed this video, hit like, hit subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.